After 22 straight trips to the NBA playoffs, the San Antonio Spurs finally did not make it in 2020. That's not good news for them. They had that streak going, but now it's looking like they have some aging players on their team and they really need to rebuild the roster so they can get back to the playoffs and potentially win a championship sometime in the next few seasons. Now that looks like a long shot, but here in 2K we can do whatever we want, so I am going to be rebuilding the San Antonio Spurs, trying to get them a championship within the next 3 seasons. But before I get into this rebuild, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and turning on the post notifications because that all helps me out an immense amount. You guys do not even understand how much that helps. I appreciate that. Now let's get into the video. Alright, with that being said, obviously DeRozan, Aldridge are getting old, 31 and 35. DeJounte Murray is the player I aim to keep throughout this entire thing. He's got a very friendly contract. He has some positional versatility that I can do. I can put him at the 1, 2, or the 3. But outside of that, we don't have anything too promising. Keldon Johnson, if he goes to the G League, you know, he might be decent. But Lonnie Walker is actually decent too at times. But no solidified really good players outside of these two. Derek White's shown flashes. Bryn Forbes has shown some small flashes. But I think really we just got to go out, trade DeMar DeRozan, and trade Aldridge. Whether we get another good player or we just straight up trade them away and try and bring in like assets or just get some salary relief, something. And see if maybe we can trade and sign Giannis in free agency. He does like to come here in other rebuilds I do. So we'll see if he will come here in this rebuild. So I'm trying to see what move I want to make. Could bring in Brogdon to be a solid point guard for us. Devin Booker. We'd have to throw in a first, but if we brought in Devin Booker, I think that's a trade I would be really happy to do. So I'm not even going to think twice about it. We're going to trade away our 2023 pick and bring in Booker. And now I got to trade LaMarcus Aldridge. And my goal would be to save a bit of money. Let me go see what our salary cap looks like. Negative $19 million, but here we'd have $60 million. Okay, and we can still trade away. You know what? We should be able to sign Giannis because we have basically nobody under contract. So I can trade LaMarcus for whoever I want to because it doesn't really matter. I'll try and throw in my 2022 pick as well. Zach LaVine and Lauri Markkanen. Clint Capella. So let's see. If we bring in like Giannis or someone like that, they would be more on the wing probably. So if we bring in a big man like Vucevic. I don't want to bring in Aaron Gordon, though. TJ Warren and Miles Turner. It's not bad, actually. I mean, that's a good trade. That's a solid trade offer. Drew Holiday, Christian Wood, Blake Griffin. Zach LaVine and Lauri Markkanen is not bad. And then Derek White would also have to go out the door. Alright, I think we'll do this trade. So now the roster looks like this. We got Murray, Booker, LaVine, which is actually a solid lineup. Then Rudy Gay and Jakob Poeltl, which isn't as solid. But with that being said, I don't think there's anybody else I really want to trade away. So let's go to the salary cap table again and just see. Next season we will have $40 million. Okay. So maybe it wasn't the smartest idea to bring in Zach LaVine there. But if we have to trade people in the offseason, we'll trade people. I think this is the team we're going to run. We're going to keep Popovich as our head coach. For now, at least, as long as he wants to stay here. But I'm going to run this season. We'll see how good this team is. We'll probably be decent, but probably not that good. I doubt we make the playoffs, but crazier things have happened. Either way, I will... Oh, before we go, I need to send, like, Keldon Johnson and maybe Lonnie Walker down to the G League. Alright, and now I will simulate this season. I will see you guys at the end of it. Alright, we were actually a little bit worse than I thought, which is fine because we still have our own pick, I believe. But we went 29 and 53. Here are all the NBA awards. This guy, I hope, is in a Spurs jersey. But we'll see. We'll see. It happened a lot in 2K20. I don't know about 2K21. Either way, do we have any Spurs anywhere? I do not see any. Alright, so let's just keep going. We're obviously not in the playoffs, so let's check out the stats. LaVine 25, Booker 24, and then outside of that, nothing too special. I'm probably going to sign Lauri Markkanen and trade him if I have to. Otherwise, we might just... I don't want to let him walk, but, you know, there's some possibilities there. Either way, let's simulate the playoffs, then let's get into the offseason and see if we can bring somebody in. And the Bucks end up winning. Giannis is the Finals MVP. If we can steal a Finals MVP away from his championship team, that would be crazy. But let's go to the draft lottery. We landed the first pick. Let's go. That is absolutely huge. We are going to get a very good player in this year's draft. Staff signing, head coach. We're going to try and bring back... Where is he? Where's Popovich? Is he gone? Did he retire? He might have retired, so I think we're just going to bring in Michael Stauffer then. And assistant GM, we're going to try and bring in Michael Williams. And see if we can get those two. We do get those two. And our trainer is actually good. So we're going to leave that. All right. So I'm guessing Popovich retired. Otherwise, he would be here. But let's go to the draft. We have the number 1 pick. We can take Cade Cunningham. He's an 81 overall. They already tell us that. He's small forward. We don't necessarily need a small forward. But we're going to take him. And then with our second round pick, we're just going to go ahead and bring in Terrence Shannon, and that's it. So, Cade Cunningham's an 80, it says now. So we made a good selection there. And then in the second round, looks like we got a 74. Okay, that's actually really good. So we're going to sign both of them. Team player options, Keldon Johnson, yes. Semantic, yes. I'm interested to see how good Keldon Johnson looks after being in the G League. Hopefully Markkanen accepts his qualifying offer because I need the money to sign Giannis. Metu, sure. Quindary, sure. Jakob Poeltl, sure. What I need is to go in here and get Giannis. We don't have enough money for Giannis. Why is that? Cade Cunningham, $10 million. Well, we can get rid of Patty Mills, Rudy Gay, Trey Lyles, don't really need that. Jakob Poeltl, don't need that. But we really don't have enough money to sign Giannis. So how much do we need to make up? $14 million. Yikes. How do I make up $14 million? We got to try and trade Devin Booker, right? I mean, that is the way to make up that money, but only for the right price. Only for the right price. This would be something, but the only problem with this is Giannis plays the same position as Jaren Jackson Jr., but we could run him at the 3. We could do that. That would save us the money, but we'd have to hope that he resigns. Otherwise, that trade is not worth it. Jamal Murray makes a ton of money. Ayton. Now, this is something I would do. Ayton would be really nice. Okay, we're going to make this trade. And now we're going to throw Giannis as big of option as we can. Player option, no trade clause. And he is looking like he's going to come to the team, so let's make sure that happens. He does agree. All right, so it looks like we're going to have to renounce the rights to Lauri Markkanen, and that is fine by me. I literally could care less. All right, so now do we have bird rights on anybody? A couple people. We'll bring in Jakob Poeltl back, Rudy Gay, and Patty Mills, sure. Bring those 3 in. Rudy Gay, Poeltl, and Mills. And now we could even bring in someone like a Joe Harris, which would be a decent backup player to have. Wes Matthews. And maybe even like Boban on a minimum. That's probably all we got to do. So let's go to player progression. I want to see Keldon Johnson. I'm interested to see where he's at. We got a 98, an 87, 86, 83. Lonnie Walker's an 81. Keldon's an 81. Cade Cunningham's a 79. So this team is actually really solid. So I'm going to go to training camps. I'll send some of the young players to some camps, get them to improve, have them be real contributors for next season. And I'll see you guys in season number 2. So we have too many players on our roster, so I'm just going to go ahead and see who we have. I mean, Wesley Matthews, we can probably just like trade him and Boban or something. And I always sign way too many players and I never really check how many I need. So let's try and trade them for, a first round pick and Roddy Magruder might not be bad. Couple firsts from the Knicks. Wow, we can get 2 firsts from the Knicks for this. I'm going to do that 100 times out of 100. Now we got to trade another player though. Quindary Weatherspoon, Ty Jerome. Another first round pick in Zaire Smith. Another first in Landry Shamet. Gary Clark and a first. I mean, the Magic probably aren't going to be that good. So if I trade for that pick and Gary Clark, that might be a solid pick, actually. So let's go ahead and get into the season. I want to see who's on the Magic roster and why they're giving me... Yeah, that pick actually might be decent. But anyways, let's go look at the rotation now. So we have Murray, Levine, Johnson, Giannis, and Ayton. Then on the bench, we got Lonnie Walker, Cade Cunningham, Jakob Poeltl. So pretty much I just need a backup point guard and upgrade the backup power forward spot. And we should be pretty much set. So let's go try and get a backup point guard by trading Rudy Gay and this Knicks pick and this Mavericks pick. We could get George Hill. We could also bring in Rashawn Holmes and run him at like the backup power forward, or Zubac. Mikal Bridges. All right, we're going to bring in Rashawn Holmes. We're going to run him at the backup power forward. And then we need a backup point guard. So Joe Harris is the odd man out. Unfortunately, I just signed him, but we're going to trade him away. And we'll just throw 2 seconds with him. See if we can bring in a solid backup point guard. Otherwise, I might throw in some firsts. I mean, Emmanuel Mudiay was there, but that's not going to do it for me. So let's bring in this first and this first, and then see what we can do. So, any point guards at all. Aaron Holiday, Trey Burke, Anthony Simons. All right, we're going to go with Aaron Holiday. And all of a sudden, this is our starting lineup, and that's probably all I'm going to do this season. So we're going to probably send, like, Lucas Amanek down to the G League. And then that's what is going to happen. So let's go ahead and run a 7-second system, I think, or a bounce. We're going to run a bounce system. Is that the team I want to run? Murray, Levine, Johnson, and then off the bench, we have Cunningham. I'm going to simulate the season. Halfway through the season, I might stop and try and see how good Cunningham is and see if he should start over Johnson. But for now, we're going to go with it how it is. So I will see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so I'm stopping about halfway through the season, and I just want to take a peek. Cunningham is an 82, so let's go see if they want him in the starting lineup. And they do, so we're going to throw him in the starting lineup. Our entire starting lineup is on fire, plus 3 of our bench players. I love to see that. I'm going to continue this season. I will see you guys at the end of it. We're looking good, 36-6. Let's see if we can get, 70 wins. We're on pace for 70 wins, so let's see if we can do it. All right, so we had MVP on our team, Giannis, with about 23 points, 10.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists. Really good season from him. Trey Jones, Rookie of the Year. That doesn't look like Trey Jones at all, but shout out to Trey Jones, from Minnesota as well. I'm from Minnesota. We went 74-8, so after I stopped, we only lost 2 more games, which is crazy. But Giannis is obviously All-NBA first team. Second team, we don't have anyone. Third team, also no one. Defensively, no one. Giannis does make defensive second team. And then rookie teams, Cade Cunningham's on rookie second team. Okay, I was about to say. So, we are the 1 seed in the Western Conference, of course, because nobody else is winning 70 games. Here is what the lineup looked like. This team is so good. Regardless if we win the championship this year, I'm going to do next season as well, because this team is just super good. We're going to simulate the first round, though, and we win in 4. Now we got Jamal Murray and, Nikola Jokic and a bunch of other players that are really solid. But I think we should beat them. So let's do that, and we win that in 4. And now we got Luka, Kuminga, Anthony Davis, and Kristaps. How are they getting Anthony Davis and then also drafting Jonathan Kuminga, one of the top players? How are we sweeping that team is the even better question. I figured we'd win, but I did not think we would sweep that team. Now we got the Celtics. Let's see. Let's go game by game. We take game 1. They take game 2. Okay. We take game 3. They take game 4. We take game 5. And let's simcast it. See if we can win in 6. Or if we have to go to 7. It looks like we might have to go to 7 here. We end up losing by 10. Okay, so we went to overtime, I think. All right, simcast. Can we win game 7? And it's close, but it looks like we're going... Oh, we only won by 1. I was going way too fast for how close a game that was. All right, but we won. So that is a major accomplishment. Giannis does win Finals MVP. Let's go to next season, and let's see if we can do it again. Draft lottery. Let's see. Do we have anybody's pick? I think I traded him. No, we have the 20th pick from Orlando. I remember. Okay. I do remember that now. So 20th pick, not the worst. Not the best, though. Okay. Front office is pretty good. You know, we could fire our assistant coach and try and bring in somebody better. Trent Peterson, welcome to the team. Head scout, we'll bring in Eldon Stewart, welcome to the team. And how's our trainer look? Still an A-. All right. So let's go to the draft. Let's see who we can take at 20. Because, you know, there should be a decent player with some value at the 20th pick. Let's go ahead and draft... I don't know. Reggie Moncrief. These are all made-up people, I think. Cliff Elliott come to the team. I don't think these guys are going to be any good. They probably didn't make the draft class that big yet. You know, obviously 2K21 came out not too long ago, so people's draft classes aren't complete. Rookie signing, we have a 59 and 58. We're not going to take either of them. We're going to accept team options on Johnson and Samanik. And obviously going to extend the qualifying offer to DeAndre Ayton. All right, so with that being said, free agencies here. We don't have enough money for anybody like that. We do need to just bring back DeAndre Ayton and Zach LaVine. So Ayton, 159. LaVine, 191. Lonnie Walker, 91. All right, make sure those three come back. So we're going to match Ayton's offer. We're going to bring in LaVine and Lonnie Walker. So let's just get that done, get that taken care of. All right, we're good there. So now let's go ahead and see who else we can bring in. Daniel Tice. Oh, we don't have enough money for that. We'll offer him this. So he's going to sign. And let's bring in Caruso on the minimum. That's a steal, dude. He is the GOAT. And then that's probably all I'm going to do. So I'm going to go to player progression now. See how good Samanik is, because he did spend the season in the G League last year. He is a 79. Shout out to him. Sean Holmes is up 3. Cade Cunningham is an 83 now. Ayton's up to a 90. Okay, so the team's really good. We probably should, you know, be favorites to win another championship. But this is the last season, so I'm going to go to training camps. We're going to send untapped potential to whoever needs it. So it looks like Murray and who else needed it? Murray, Cunningham could use it. Okay. I thought he had an A+. And then let's also send it to Lonnie Walker. Okay, so let's get into the season. Let's go look at the rotation. So the starting lineup is exactly what I want it to be. The bench, we just need a backup point guard now because, you know, we have 2 backup power forwards. So do I want to trade Samanik or Holmes? Probably or not Holmes. Yeah, we'll probably trade Samanik. And we'll throw in 2 first and see if we can bring in a backup point guard of some sort. It doesn't really look like there's any out there, though. I mean, Caleb Love. We'll just go with Caleb Love. We'll put him at the backup point guard spot. And I think that's going to be good enough for us. System proficiency, balance is 4 stars. Pace and space is also 4. So let's run pace and space system this time. Even though balance did work out super well last time. I'm going to simulate this season. I will see you guys at the end of it. Let's see if we can beat our record and get like over 74 wins. Alright, so we were a couple games worse than last season, but I still think we're going to be able to win a championship. Here are all of the awards. Doesn't look like any big awards outside of Coach of the Year. But Giannis does make All-NBA First Team. And then he also makes Defensive First Team alongside his teammate DeJounte Murray, which is dope to see. All rookie teams, our rookies were really bad. We didn't even sign them. We are, again, the 1 seed in the Western Conference. Giannis averaged 21, 7.7, and 11. Zach LaVine, 18.5, 8 and 15 and 11. All right, so I'm pretty happy with this team. Let's just simulate the whole playoffs, and if we have to stop, we have to stop. All right, we're in the finals against the Celtics again. They're going to want their revenge, but we want to repeat against them. So let's go game by game here. They take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4, and let's simcast and try to win another championship. Close game. Let's see these last couple minutes. We're up by only 1-3. Tie game. They take it, and we got to go to a game 6. All right, game 6 now. Let's see if we can win this one or if they're going to force a game 7. Back and forth battle. They force a game 7, end up winning by 20. Can we get this done? Can we win our next championship? Such a close game again. And And it looks like they're going to... Oh, we come back right in the last few minutes, and we win by 4. And Giannis wins his back-to-back Finals MVP. That one was a ton of fun. I hope you guys did enjoy that. Giannis coming to the Spurs would be great. Like I said, we see it all the time in NBA 2K21. Personally, I don't think that the Spurs are in like that bad a spot. They don't have a lot to really look forward to. But I think with their system, they can develop some players. And people are going to want to go play for Pop as long as he's the coach in San Antonio. So I think they're going to be fine. They probably won't sign a top-tier star, but they're going to sign quality players. They usually draft well. They develop players really well. You know, things are going to work out for Spurs fans. And they can take solace in the fact that they've been a franchise for 42 years. And they have literally only missed the playoffs, I think, 4 times. Like 38 times they made the playoffs out of those 42 years, which is crazy. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are happy if you are a Spurs fan. I had a ton of fun with this one. Subscribe if you're new, turn on the post notifications, and like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.